about the games. You want to download them for yourself? Feel free.
So us turning off the match history has done nothing for Zeal.
Well, I mean, I just don't think he wants people to go through because he was playing ASL as well. I don't think he wanted people to just go through his
Okay,
match
that's
history
fair
and
enough.
see his cheese patterns.
Hmm.
I wanted to make a joke about hiding the build order in case Zeal wanted to throw out another crazy build, but I can't think of anything crazier than a random +1 air attack.
Yeah, I think that's definitely going to be one of the most unique strats I've ever seen. But it did pay out for him in the end because he did actually secure that win. Anyway, we might as well introduce these players. Spawning in the top left-hand side position is Zeal, and our remaining champion 1-1 so far, PiLiPiLi, in the bottom right position, playing for Team Red Bloods. Actually, he played that out really well, and that's very indicative of PiLiPiLi's playstyle when he wants to play like that. Just very defensive, just very analytical, I guess you could say, where he just like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, I'm playing defensive, I know my playstyle, I'm getting the unit comp that I want. You can try and do aggression against me, but it's just not going to work. Which is very, very hard to play against a Protoss who plays like that.
I mean, out of this
Every
whole
Zerg
group,
player knows that one.
there was someone who was familiar with the playstyle of PiLiPiLi. It would be Zeal. The other two players are European, probably don't watch his stream too often, probably aren't even up when he normally streams. So I mean, but Zeal probably has, he definitely knows of PiLiPiLi's antics. So I totally respect PiLiPiLi's decision to just play it super safe here.
Both players are going for that 13 gate and then double gas at 15. Pretty standard coming out here from both players.
Yeah.
Not deviating from build styles at all. This typically happens in a lot of PvP. Both players just do the exact same build as each other, and then whoever's got the better micro wins.
It gets posted on Reddit quite a bit where Korean PvP, the build orders will be like exactly the same. They'll show the production tab. It's like the exact same things queued up for both players. So something matchup with not too much variation in it.
Yeah, even choosing like the 2 in gas for both players. Both players have 2 in either gas. So yeah, the exact same build. Doing a little bit of a scout out now is Zeal. PiLiPiLi going to get the earlier scout though. Going to see what's going on. Not going to see much though. Subcore halfway complete. Zealot now on the way. And there is our first deviation with PiLiPiLi choosing not to go for the Zealot. Instead going to wait for the Stalker. Getting a few extra free minerals there is PiLiPiLi from his enemy's base. Just playing with the AI just that little bit. And Subcore just about to be complete now for both players.
Both players have quite a bit of gas banked. Probably going to go in the Mothership Core. We'll see if they decide to throw down some early tech. It doesn't
Yeah,
look
well there
like
it is. Just go straight Mothership Core and the Warp Tech. So that takes 150 gas, so that's probably where your gas went. Now both the players going 3-3 on their gases, once again choosing to get a little bit extra gas as we go into the later stages of the early game.
Oh, there's a Twilight Council going on for PiLiPiLi.
Gonna see if he could do some DTs of his own, but it looks like he's probably going to go for an earlier Blink Tech, I would imagine, and then try and push him from there.
A Twilight Council for Zeal as well.
Yep, same build order, which is pretty cool. Actually, that's really nice from PiLiPiLi because Zeal did proxy his DT Shrine last game. PiLiPiLi's been so active with his probe, just checking weird locations. Yep, that's the one I'm talking about.
Huh.
And I'm not sure if he's going to proxy something up there himself, or if it was actually just to check that Zeal wasn't proxying anything up there. If he's not careful, actually, the Mothership Core is way out of position.
Yeah, very
He
unfortunate.
does have the 2 Stalkers, but I think the Mothership Core could actually be sniped if he's not careful. That's the main thing he needs to worry about.
Did he get vision of Mothership Core? I mean, because
He didn't actually see it. He got very close. But he's on the attack path, he actually might cross it. Mothership Core is going to go in for himself, trying to get a probe kill.
Goes in. But Blink for both players, so I'm not sure what that probe up there is for.
Yeah.
Forcing the recall is PiLiPiLi. 3-gate Blink coming from Zeal here. He did scout the full tech path of PiLiPiLi, so he definitely knows that it is Blink for...
Actually, the Stalker gets pulled away, so we're likely to see a probe go down. There's one probe, and he's going to get a second before he forces the recall. Yeah, I imagine recall straight away. There you go. Oh, very close. If the third Stalker does get the engage, they will get the kill on the Mothership Core.
That's how with a little bit of help.
There goes the pylon. so it looks like it's just a proxy pile and warp in position. Going out now for good scouting is Zeal. We saw him do this a few times today where he just does that fantastic scouting, so he might get the probe.
We have a robo coming down from Zeal, so does that imply
there he
he wants to be a
goes.
little bit
There
more
goes the probe.
defensive with his blink?
Yeah, we're banking a lot of Stalkers now, PiLiPiLi. He's going to show them to this probe. I don't know, I think I would have moved down with 1 or 2 Stalkers, killed the probe, then moved out with the rest, just to hold, just to not show that. But his blink is just about complete now. We completed for both players. PiLiPiLi, don't engage yet. There he goes, it's just completed now. He is on the high ground, so he should have the better blink.
Yeah, even Stalker count.
Oh, that's nice actually. The Stalker comes up the back and does give that high ground vision. But Zeal taking a little bit of a poor engagement, not having that vision there for a little bit, giving a few extra free shots off for PiLiPiLi. PiLiPiLi controlling quite nicely with those Stalkers, and he will take this engagement convincingly.
That high ground
Yeah,
is just a huge factor there.
Well, it's like Zeal, it looks like he intentionally sent one Stalker around the side so he could get it up the ramp so he could have that high ground vision, but then he blinked it down when it started getting target fired, and that allowed PiLiPiLi to get 2, I think, free salvos off and gave the game to PiLiPiLi. So I think maybe it would have been better to blink it further to the back instead of actually blinking it out of the engagement entirely.
That means we have our winner of the...
Alright, looks like someone came into his room, if you know what I mean. And so he muted himself.
Alright,
but
congrats to PiLiPiLi for being the first player to qualify out of Group A here. He will be in the round of 8 here. And a thing to note is that the round of 8 actually pays in this tournament. It didn't last season, but we will have players who make it out of their groups in the round of 16 will be paid out from the tournament. So big congratulations to PiLiPiLi. And hope to see who makes it out of the group in second place.